The planet Internatus. This once quiet colony became a savage battleground. 7 armies clashed on this one world. Each convinced that their cause was just. Each convinced that they were in the right. From beneath the sands of the netherworld came the Propagandhi, ancient machines bent on controlling all life. But another evil had its eyes on the planet. The dark forces of the Alternative Reich descended on Internatus, eager to enforce their claim. In response to these growing threats, the planet's rulers of the Silicon Empire sent their elite moderators and sophisticated algorithms into the fray. Next came the Freedom Guard, there to secure Internatus for the glory of the Western Empires. Like a red tide, chaos descended on Internatus, caring little for others' claims and sowing madness and destruction in their wake. The social justicars emerged from their safe spaces, there to pursue their own mysterious agenda. And last came the Skeptic Marines, the most pretentious and closed-minded of all the freethinkers. They saw a world beset by dank memes and edgy teens, and undertook a great purge. The war for Internatus had begun, and it will only end with the total victory of one of these factions, and the complete annihilation of all others.
Gold stocks remain stagnant, my prince. Utopian trade fleets continue to be harassed by strikes. The mines fleet remains untouched, but it isn't enough to offset the economy. Civil charity is making up the slack, but it cannot function as an economic backbone.
Well, nothing to worry about. Our pact with the Bank of Patreon is more than enough to sustain the economy.
My prince, the Bank of Patreon has ceased trade with us.
What?
Great prince, the Bank of Patreon has placed us under suspicion of malicious intent. Accusations include failure to uphold bank policy, failure to abide by terms and conditions, unlawful acts of discrimination, unlawful invasion of neutral nations, unlawful use of funds for common crimes, unlawful use of funds for war crimes, unlawful use of funds for insurgency, unlawful use of funds for civil disobedience, unlawful use of funds for hackeromancy, first-degree defamation of the bank's reputation, second-degree defamation of the bank's reputation, third-degree defamation of the bank's reputation, unlawful use of narcotics, unlawful display of pornography, unlawful contact with women, unlawful contact with animals, unlawful contact with minors,
Bastards! Traitors! Bastards! Traitorous bastards! How dare they thrust their knives into my back like this? After all I've done for them, they are nothing without me. I protect their free speech. I am the guardian of the West. Have they grown so arrogant as to forget who I am? Don't they understand I'm a human being?
My prince, I do not mean to question your judgment, but perhaps it was a bad idea to constantly antagonize the people that control your money.
You, soldier!
Already on it, my prince.
Now then, how to deal with this Patreon business?
A representative from the bank is on approach to conduct an investigation. He wishes to meet with you to hear your side of the arguments to verify the validity of the accusations.
Excellent. I shall clear my name once I explain the situation clearly to them. Prince of Akkad, I am here on behalf of the Bank of Patreon. We are conducting an investigation into potential misdemeanors and offenses against the bank and its constituents. A vast quantity of complaints have been sent to us in regards to your behavior, a list of which contains allegations so damning it could rupture the veil and unleash prosecutors from the Netherrealm upon us all. We cannot let such a potential disaster of this nature go unnoticed or unchallenged. However, we are not oblivious of your position. We understand full well that false allegations are used to stifle trade routes with us quite commonly. I am here to uncover the validity of the claims levied against you. What is your defense? I have no defense, for I have nothing to defend. Prince of Akkad, are you confessing to the crimes levied against you? Whether I am guilty or innocent is of no concern, as it is my natural right to do as I wish. You have been accused of professing to the legalization of pedophilia, with the only qualifier being, quote, "It depends on the child," end quote. What say you to that? Aha! Exposed! Just as I thought. You are trying to police my words. Yes, Prince, that is correct. Exactly! You are trying to push a political agenda by silencing me. You and so many tyrants before have tried and failed to end free speech, yet still you persist. Truly, the world is ruled by idiots. Prince of Akkad, this is not about free speech. This is about you fucking a child and encouraging others to fuck children. Such behavior goes directly against the terms and conditions of our agreement. I will also remind you, this is but one allegation among many. My right to free speech is protected by powers from the nether, powers greater than the likes of you could ever understand. No, it isn't. What? No, it isn't. Yes, it is. 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 Prince of Akkad, the right to free speech is there to protect you from judgment and prosecution of government entities from the Netherrealm. You are free to criticize, protest, petition, and organize peacefully against such powers on public property. It does not mean you can say whatever you want and no one is allowed to challenge you. Free speech does not make you immune to consequences. The Bank of Patreon reserves the right to cut trade with any member or members if they are in breach of bank policy. Bank policy can include terms and conditions beyond those outlined in nether or natural law. Our bank is our private property. As such, you must abide by our private rules if you wish to conduct business with us. If you do not agree with our terms and conditions, you are free to conduct business with another bank. Do you understand? You listen to me, little man. I would be a lot taller if we stood on level ground. Silence! Now, hear me and hear me well. In 2 days' time, I will send forth a trade convoy to the Bank of Patreon. You will load those carts with the coin that is rightfully mine, and you shall do so with a smile. And if you dare cross me, I shall take every coin from your vaults. I shall paint its walls with the blood of your constituents before finally grinding down your precious bank till it is nothing but dust in the wind. Do you understand that? As you wish, Prince of Akkad. Yeah?
No, my prince, there's nothing on the horizon but...
Oh, no! Yes, that's them!
Wow, look who decided to finally show up. Hey, payday boys, get to it. Hey, Theseus, hope those shackle sniffers didn't give you too much trouble. Prince was starting to get worried, and, well, I was too. Where are the guards at, by the way? Are they sleeping in one of the carts? Hey, Theseus, don't tell me you're asleep too. Hey, wake up!
Theseus! No, stop! Don't do it! Oh, sweet gods above!
So, Ralph, is this...
Yes, this is it. This is our new home.